Hello, welcome to BioGrade TV. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on the notification so you don't miss our next video. History of the Republic of Uganda. Uganda, coined from Swahili, land of the Ganda, is a landlocked country located in East Central Africa. Dominated by rainforest, the country sits on a central plateau with its high volcanic mountains to the eastern and western borders. Uganda is surrounded by South Sudan to the north, Tanzania and Rwanda to the south, Kenya to the east, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo (DRC) to the west. With a population of about 41,584,000, Uganda has a total area of 93,263 square miles and a total area of 241,551 square kilometers. Known as Jamhuri ya Uganda in Swahili, the Republic of Uganda has a multi-party republic with one legislative house and Kampala as its capital. There is evidence of human activity in Uganda as far back as 100,000 years ago, when the Bantu-speaking cultivators cleared the forests to raise cattle, goats, and chickens. They also practiced agriculture with the use of iron forging technology. Pre-colonial rule in Uganda, called the Buganda Kingdom, at the time was headed by a king who was identified with the clan of his mother rather than that of his father, unlike many other kingdoms. Whenever the ruling Kabaka died, the clan elders chose his successor from the eligible princes who belonged to the clan of the late king's mother. In the 1890s, British Indian laborers were recruited to East Africa to construct the Uganda Railway. After the project, some of the workers decided to stay back in East Africa to trade. They also took control of the cotton ginning and sartorial retail. Uganda became a protectorate of the British Empire in 1894, with the colonial administration headed by a governor. The protectorate affairs were executed by public officers, which the Colonial Office in London appointed. By the 1950s, the Ugandans began to actively push for independence. Their struggle for independence was further aided by the fact that the British lost effective power due to their failure to serve as a factor of cohesion. Uganda eventually gained independence on the 9th of October 1962, and it was in the same year that Sir Frederick Mutesa, the Kabaka or ruler of the territory of Buganda, was elected the first president of Uganda. As a monarch, he had challenges taking orders from the head of the national government, Milton Obote, who he considered a commoner. Obote eventually became dictatorial as he introduced military rule in Uganda. He was later deposed after a military coup on the 25th of January 1971, and another dictator, Idi Amin, seized control of the country. He ruled Uganda for 8 years with mass killings alongside high rates of hardships. During Amin's reign, about 300,000 Ugandans lost their lives because Amin believed that they were associated with Obote. Amid his brutalities, he also forcibly removed the entrepreneurial Indian minority from Uganda, and this had terrible effect on the country's economy. Amin's reign ended after the Uganda-Tanzania War in 1979, when Tanzanian forces, aided by Ugandan exiles, invaded the country. It was at this point that Obote returned and got deposed again in 1985 by General Tito Okello, who ruled for 6 months until he was deposed. From 1980 to 1986, there was the Ugandan Bush War, also called the Luwero War, the Resistance War, or the Ugandan Civil War. It was a civil war between the official Ugandan government alongside its armed wing, the Ugandan National Liberation Army (UNLA), against some rebel groups, particularly the National Resistance Army (NRA). Military rule continued in Uganda until 1986 when Museveni got into power. Bosco Katala, as he is fondly called by the youths, has been in power for more than 3 decades. He got sworn in for the second time on the 12th of May, 1996. Again in 2001, President Museveni got 69% of the vote, beating his rival, Kizza Besigye. Museveni's reign continued through to the 16th of January 2021, when the Electoral Commission of Uganda announced that he won re-election for the 6th term with 58.6% of the vote. The runner-up, pop star turned politician Robert Kyangulanyi Sentamu, popularly known as Bobi Wine, refused to accept the results, claiming that the election was not only rigged but the most fraudulent in Uganda's history. Bobi Wine was eventually placed under house arrest on the 15th of January 2021. During the 2021 elections, the Ugandan government shut down the internet, allegedly abused human rights, and denied accreditation requests. Uganda's economy has grown since the 1990s, with the gross domestic product (GDP) growing at an average of 6.7% annually between 1990 and 2015. Blessed with fossil fuels, industrial minerals, metals, among others, the country has enjoyed an abundance of mineral resources. Bilateral relations between the United States and Uganda have increased since Museveni got to power. The US is particularly interested in Uganda ending human rights abuses and focusing on economic reform. Uganda is quite rich in music, art, and entertainment, with loads of tourist attractions. There are some popular festivals such as the Nile Festival, International Film Festival of Kampala and Makula, the International Film, and the well-celebrated This Is Uganda Festival. Uganda is undeniably one of the most visited countries in Africa, with its bountiful tourist attractions such as the Murchison Falls, Lake Victoria, Jinja, start of the Nile River, Sese Islands, Kasubi Tombs, to mention a few. Ranked number 3 in Africa for music and entertainment, Uganda has over 65 different ethnic groups and tribes, all of which have their indigenous music. As of July 2020, the country was divided into 135 districts, grouped into 4 administrative regions. Despite its religious diversity, Christianity is the most widely professed faith in Uganda, with 84% of the population being Christians. Uganda accommodates a number of sporting activities such as cricket, tennis, golf, baseball, swimming, boxing, and cycling. The recent uprising in Uganda as a result of the January 2021 elections still has the country in shambles, as the government continues to deploy state security in a partisan manner, constantly harassing and intimidating its citizens, the press, and political opposition. What have we missed out of this history? Let's know in the comment section. Will it be ridiculous to subscribe to our channel? If no, please like this video, share, and subscribe to our channel.